All right, let's get right into it. If you think you've got a handle on how retirement savings works, well, get ready because things are about to change. The whole world of 401ks and retirement planning is getting a massive overhaul, and it's all designed to help us build a much more secure financial future.
So, why all the change? Well, to really get it, you have to start with this pretty tough reality right here. About a third of Americans are hitting retirement age without enough money to actually live on comfortably. And look, that's not just some number on a chart, that's a real crisis. And it's a huge sign that the old way of doing things just isn't working for a lot of people.
And, it's not just about the account balance, it's about how people feel. A whopping 69% of people are unhappy with their retirement plans. But the really wild part? That satisfaction level dropped 10 points in just 1 year. That is a massive nosedive, and it tells you that the system is creating more stress than security. Something's got to give. So that leads us to the big question, right? If the old system is letting so many people down, what's the fix? Well, the good news is a pretty huge change is already happening, and it's really kicking into gear in 2025. Okay, so the first big trend is a total shift in thinking. It's this idea of financial wellness, and it's all about looking beyond just your 401k number. Yeah, this slide nails it. The old way was kind of like looking at retirement through a telescope. You're just focused on that one single point way off in the distance. The new way? It's like pulling out a map of your entire financial life. It gets that you can't save for something 40 years from now if you're drowning in credit card debt or student loans today.
And don't think for a second this is just some small trend. I mean, look at this number 92%. That's how many employers are making this a priority. They finally get that helping you with today's money stress is the only way to actually help you save for tomorrow.
So, how are companies actually going to do this? Well, a huge piece of the puzzle is technology. Your retirement plan is basically getting a major brain upgrade, which should make saving a whole lot easier and way more intuitive. One of the simplest but honestly most powerful changes is just making it automatic. With stuff like auto-enrollment and auto-escalation becoming the default, the system does the heavy lifting for you. You're in from day one and your savings rate just kind of bumps up a little bit over time. You're building wealth almost on autopilot. And then there's AI. And look, this isn't some sci-fi movie stuff. We're talking about really practical tools. Imagine an app that doesn't just show you a boring chart, but actually analyzes your spending and says, hey, you could probably save an extra $20 a week, or shows you exactly how paying off that student loan a year early will change your retirement date. It's advice that's actually about your life. Now, of course, with all this incredible tech comes a really big responsibility. As our financial lives move online, cybersecurity becomes absolutely non-negotiable. Your plan providers have a huge duty to protect your data, to make sure these AI tools are fair, and most of all, to earn and keep your trust. But it's not just about cool new tech. The actual rules of the game are changing too. New laws are creating some really amazing new opportunities for everyone trying to save. But what good are new rules if no one knows about them, right? That's why we're seeing this explosion in financial education. Companies are realizing they can't just give you a plan. They have to actually empower you to use it. So that means more workshops, real access to professional advice, and tools that help you with everything from budgeting to debt. A lot of this new stuff is powered by these two game-changing laws called the Secure Acts. Seriously, they basically rewrote some of the retirement rules that had been in place for decades. And here's one of the biggest changes, especially for people closer to retirement. Get this number. 150%. That's how much the catch-up contribution limit is going up for people between 60 and 63. It's just a massive opportunity to supercharge your savings right before you need them. And that's not all. The age you have to start taking money out has been pushed back to 73, giving your money more time to grow. Part-time workers, who often got left out, can finally get into these plans. And here's a true game changer. Your boss can now match your student loan payments with a 401k contribution. I mean, think about that. You don't have to choose between paying off debt and saving for your future anymore. Okay, wow. So we've covered a ton of ground here. New tech, new mindset, new laws. But let's bring it all home. What does this all actually mean for you and your money? Let's boil it all down. Here's what you need to remember. 1. Saving is getting easier because it's becoming more automatic. 2. You're getting access to way more personalized tools and education, so please, use them. 3. The new rules give you more flexibility no matter what stage of life you're in. And finally, number 4, your employer is starting to care about your whole financial picture, not just that one retirement account.
So I guess I'll just leave you with this one thought to chew on. The system is definitely getting an upgrade, the tools are getting smarter, and the rules are getting better. The real question is, are we ready to step up and make smarter choices right along with them?